Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hot Wheels Racing. Today we're going to have our classic cars continuing on with the 2021 season, starting the day off with a practice session, as well as having two separate drag racing events, featuring cars from the Fast and Furious franchise and supercars that we thought would be perfect for this sort of thing. So those are our planned events for the day. Let's cut to the track where the classic cars have started their practice session. The timer is now ticking and practice is officially underway. Right now it's just Porsche and Jaguar out on the track right now, with both Ferraris and the Saab Mercedes presumably joining the session soon. And as well as that, Jaguar has pitted, which means the Porsche is all alone. And it seems the Porsche has came into the pits as well, which currently means there are no cars currently out on track. With Porsche and Jaguar now in the pits, this means that both Ferraris and the Mercedes are yet to come out to practice. Well, speak of the devil, both Ferraris seem to be out on track right now. I reckon it'll be really interesting to see how Ferrari goes this weekend. And he's off! The championship leader is off! And I'm presuming that is red flag for the session. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure that if we get this cleared out in time, we will resume the session. It was a replay, of course. And another one. And as you can see right there, there is the recovery vehicle taking the P4 to Parc Ferme. So now all cars are patiently waiting to go out. The Mercedes is the only car to not make a lap at all. The green flag is waved and Mercedes is out on track to hopefully make up for some lost time. And the Porsche and Mercedes have collided! How can this happen? We need to see the replay. So here's the replay. The Porsche is coming out of the pit lane and they just crashed. And as you can see, there is the recovery vehicle taking both cars to Parc Ferme, and there's their session done. So now there are just two cars left, the other Ferrari and the Jaguar. The green flag is waved and the Jaguar is the first one out on track, taking advantage of the fact that he is the only driver out on the circuit. And if you're just joining us, here's the replays of the two incidents that led to the Ferrari and the Jaguar being the only cars left in the session. Right now the Jaguar has pitted with no action going on whatsoever on the track. Now it's time to play the most boring game in the world, the waiting game. Oh, never mind, the Ferrari's out. So right now the Ferrari's out there doing some laps, and presumably him and the Jaguar will do some practice laps at the end of the session. So it seems that both cars are coming onto the grid to do some practice starts. A bit of weaving to warm up the tyres to get some grip, and away they go. So this is what we're probably going to see for the rest of the session. I just hope the Ferrari and the Jaguar won't crash, as we might not get a race this afternoon. So the Ferrari has pitted, and the Jaguar's probably going to do a couple more laps and call the session. Well, with no one coming out, I guess that's practice over. Let's cut to the drag racing events. Well, that wraps up today's practice session for our classic cars race that should be happening later today. While we wait for our main event, let's cut to our drag racing events. Behind me are the Fast and Furious cars that will be used for our first drag race event, which includes two Nissan Skylines, a Nissan Silvia, and a Ford Escort. And I should probably mention before we get going that this is on a super dangerous and unrealistic circuit. We don't know why, but it's just super dangerous for no reason. And we're racing. Ooh, he's gone, and he's barely alive, and the Ford won. We're going to take a small ad break here, folks, and we'll be back after these messages. Have you ever wanted to drive a car that screams, "I never went to college," that also breaks down every time it leaves the driveway, and loses every drag race it's ever been in? Well, now you can. Ford F-250. Hello race fans, and welcome back to this edition of Hot Wheels Racing, brought to you by the brand new Ford F-250. Next up is our second and last drag racing event for the day. As you can see behind me are the four contenders to take part in this event. For those who are wondering, those contenders are a Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera, Ferrari 599XX, Crown F1 GTR, and a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. With that out of the way, let's cut to the track where all the races are lined up and ready to go. So, here's the cars for the event. Lane 1, Lamborghini. Lane 2, Ferrari. Lane 3, McLaren. And lastly, Lane 4, Porsche. who's going to win this race. In a couple seconds, we will have a race winner for this event. But the real question is, who is it going to be? And boom! And no idea what happened there, so let's just watch a slow-mo replay to see what happened there. And Porsche has won it for this event. The real question is, can they repeat the success in the Classic Cars race coming up next? Wow, what an average race that was. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's head to our main event, the Classic Car race. For those who may remember, last race nearly all of our 5 competitors crashed out with the Ferrari P4 taking home the victory and the 5 championship points that goes with it. Right now the current championship standings is the Ferrari P4 in the championship with 5 points and everybody else on 0. We are hoping to make up some ground this weekend. In case you're wondering, the championship point system works by 5 points given to the leader, 4 points given to the car in second, 3 for the one in third, 2 for the car that finishes 4th, and 1 point to the car finishing last. So here we go. Here is the main event. Jaguar on pole, Mercedes alongside in second, Ferrari lock out the second row, and Porsche all alone in the back. And it's go, go, go! A beautiful start from Mercedes, taking the lead around the outside line. Jaguar looks like he's about to take the lead. He does. Ferrari follows, wriggles a bit, still gets second, goes for the lead, and he gets it! Porsche going round the outside of the Mercedes, and still gets third. Down the inside goes the Porsche, and gets second. He now goes down for first. Wheels touch, and the Porsche takes the lead. As we approach the final lap, it is Porsche, Ferrari, Jaguar, Ferrari, Mercedes. After starting last, Porsche has done a great job, and he finally takes home the victory.